Coming to you from Keiko Studios, it's The Balcony Show with Ann Thatcher, Bo Summer, Mike Roy, Donna Gallucci, and me, the Madcat. We have searched the globe for the best in indie music so you don't have to. So here we go, The Balcony Show.
Friends in faraway places, sent with love and good vibes. Just keep an eye out for just what's coming.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to The Balcony Show. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Yo.
So, sadly, Bo is out sick, so get better, Bo.
I know, we get one back from an alien abduction and another one gets freaking
back,
abducted.
Mike.
I don't know what's going on.
What the
It
heck?
was a wild tour of a faraway galaxy.
But anyways, excited for today's show. We have Larry Dvoskin returning to the show. He is a superstar, basically. He's a singer, songwriter, author. He's a producer. We're going to get an exclusive here on the show. He has the new song arrangement that Al Jardine from the Beach Boys and him made for in memory and as a tribute to Brian Wilson. So that's coming up later in the show. But first,
Would you rather swing on a star, carry moonbeams home in a jar, and be better off than you are?
Or would you rather get on with the show?
Well, here it is, Mike. Here we go. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen of the Balcony Show. And right now we are locked into Would You Rather. So let's get on with the first one. Would you rather sneeze out small creatures or hiccup bubbles? What's the matter with you?
oh my God,
Sneeze out small creatures.
I'm going for the hiccup, the bubbles.
I'm doing the bubbles, yeah.
Yeah, because
don't want any small creatures.
Coming
Sneezing
out
out of me.
small creatures. I mean, which orifice is said small creature coming out of?
Or
How
did they get in
small
there?
is small creature?
That's the question. How did they get in there in the first place?
How much pain is involved? I mean,
Although, you could keep them, put them in a tank and name them.
well, yeah, no doubt. To me, there's money to be made, but there's also pain to be made. You know what I mean?
Bait shop.
Yeah. I don't know. That's rather bizarre. All right, so on to the second one. Would you rather be able to teleport, but only into the next room, or be able to fly, but only a foot off the ground?
I'm going for the flying the foot off the ground, man.
Well, yeah, that would.
I'm gonna go.
Well,
down
it would argue. Would that be 1 foot off of any solid surface?
Yeah.
Oh,
See, now that changes things.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like if it's a foot off the ground, you get too much momentum and go splat into a wall. But if you have that ability to stay 1 foot off of every solid surface,
You could
This is
circumvent
true.
all
Yeah.
the barriers.
yeah.
I'd do it across water because then I'd get a following, make lots of money, and
Yeah. But see now, but even at that,
Tie a flag to your foot.
I mean-
little slogan.
being able to teleport into the next room,
yeah, look where you could go, the places you could go.
even that's rather interesting. I mean, because I think there is a superhero that can only, God, I can't. I think he can only teleport safely as far as he can see. Okay, within a certain distance of what
okay.
he can
Is that
see.
Nightcrawler from the X-Men?
Yeah, so I think early on, Nightcrawler had these weird idiosyncrasies where he could only not, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
teleporting into the next room, you'd have to know for a fact there's a room there. Otherwise, you're going
Right.
to teleport into a solid wall.
Yeah.
You know.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right. So, would you rather? Number 3 here. Would you rather be able to summon an army of squirrels or a giant invisible rabbit?
I go with squirrels.
Squirrels, yeah.
yeah, but see, the rabbit's invisible. That's the thing that
That's the
got
problem.
me.
That is the problem.
The rabbit's invisible, not the damage path that leads up to a giant invisible rabbit.
Exactly.
I don't know. What would you pick? You said the
Squirrels.
squirrels. What would you pick, Madcat?
I'm having a tough time there because there would be benefits to a giant invisible rabbit, but again, that damaged path is the tell-all.
Yes.
I want to know
Where-
what
where-
would you name your rabbit, Matt?
Yeah, they name him Bob.
Bob.
So, but then the army of squirrels. I mean, you're talking about an animal that can literally infiltrate anywhere.
Yeah, you're talking an
I'm
army.
going with the army of squirrels just
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
would be so cool to summon them.
Yeah.
Like be out in the woods and say, hold on a second.
Yeah.
You got something to say?
Rodents.
You just start seeing the leaves shaking and
Hell yeah. That's intimidation.
word.
Yeah.
I mean, keep in mind. I mean, they can chew through. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that was that'll wrap up our would you rather's. You know.
And we're going to get started with the song by Nate Ruvin.
Yeah.
The name of the song is So Tightly. So take a listen and we'll be right back.
When you came to me with the brightest smile, I love you so. I'm holding on so tightly. Don't want to let you go. I'm holding you so tightly. I want to let you know. When you came to me, with your loving arms so tight. So young and free, and you lit my world on fire. I'm holding on so tightly. Don't want to let you go. I'm holding you so tightly. I want to let you holding on to you. All the things we do, I'm holding on so tightly. Don't want to let you go. I'm holding you so tightly. I want to let you know.
Hey, folks, welcome back to The Balcony Show. Right now, we have the first song from tonight's interview with Larry Dvoskin. The song is called Life is Strange, and oh my God, yes, it is. So give it a listen, and when you come back, we're going to have Larry on the phone. We cannot wait. We love Larry.
The Nipsey Gypsy thought it was hip. She abandoned ship. She couldn't swim. The roly-poly prayed to the holy guacamole god named Jim. I feel like I'm living in a Salvador Dali painting. I feel like a Fellini star in a movie that's gone too far. The Gucci Pucci Fiarucci's changed her sex so she'd look chic. I feel like I'm living in a Salvador Dali painting. I feel like a Fellini star in a movie that's gone too far. Yes, life is strange, life is strange, life is strange, life is strange. All day long they dress in their normal suits, pretending they are sane. But when they're alone they think naughty thoughts like vulgar insects in their brain. Romulus read existentialist books in his hotel of doubt. And Spartacus, Articus, just laughed at this whole world as he checked out. I feel like I'm living in a Salvador Dali painting. I feel like a Fellini star in a movie that's gone too far. Yes, life is strange, 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 life is strange.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Balcony Show, and we are very excited because we have the one and only Larry Dvoskin on the show. He is an American musician, songwriter, producer, professor, an entrepreneur, NFT, anything that you could, you know what, anything. Larry, you're like Bernie Sanders' couch. You show up everywhere. Wasn't it, or was that his scarf that showed up? It was scarf that showed up everywhere. It's incredible. And he just, I just finished his book, Do What You Love. It's available on Amazon. This is a must. If you are a songwriter and you are looking to get into the business, this book has some really, really magnificent tips on how to do that. You know, how to make music a little bit better. And it's a great story. And the way you tell it, I just absolutely loved it because it felt personal to me, Larry. Like you were, it meant something, you know?
That's very, very kind. And just for listeners, it's called Do What You Love Songwriting. I am the only Larry Dvoskin online, spelled Dvoskin, which is good for the world, because if there were two of me, it would be even worse. Whatever you just said, like that I'm like Bernie Sanders' couch. I have a friend. I will name him. I'm going to name names. Gerardo Velez, in 1969, stood on a stage next to a gentleman named James Hendricks and played at Woodstock. And he keeps seeing me popping up everywhere. And he's like, Larry, you're like the Forrest Gump of rock and roll. Like, just when I think you're one thing, I just posted, and God rest his soul, Liam Payne of One Direction, a picture with him that was in 2 years ago at VCon in Minneapolis. And when I heard that he tragically passed away today, I was just like, how could that be? Like he was born in 1993. I was doing very fun, naughty rock and roll things in 1993 when he was, you know, being suckled by his mom. And so life is short. We really have to, you know, I'm here to be fun and entertaining, but inspirational. Like, thank you for looking at the book. I'm going to stop talking in a minute, but just say what I've learned most about being a creative person is what Oprah said. Do your music your way. Don't try to be like Taylor Swift or Drake or somebody who's popular, because you will attract the right crowd, the right loyalty to you and your music.
And in the book, there's 8 keys. And very briefly, I want to say that all of them can be used in your life. You know what I mean? Like travel and be audacious and be around great energy and embrace the negative. Trust yourself. Good luck leads to better. I think everything that you state in this book is just magnificent and can be embraced in your life. Absolutely. So we heard the song Life is Strange, which is my favorite of yours. And if there is not a better song of what is going on these days, I mean, there's a line. Sometimes I feel like I'm living in a Salvador Dali painting. Come on. Where did that come from, that line?
Federico Fellini, the avant-garde filmmaker. I went as a kid to see one of his movies, and there were all these very like Park Avenue, like society people you'd see at the opera dressed in tuxes, and they're watching this bizarre movie with very crazy things happening. And I thought, like, what is going on here? Like I'm in rock and roll with mischievous people who don't behave. So I went home, and many artists try to emulate something from their heroes. So I was a big fan of John Lennon, and he was like a cunning linguist. He would do, The Benefit of Mr. Kite, There Will Be a Show Tonight, or, Choking Smoker, Don't You Know the Joker Laughs at You, from I Am the Walrus. So I wrote, The Nipsey Gypsy thought it was hip, she abandoned ship, she couldn't swim. The roly-poly prayed to the holy guacamole, God named Jim. I feel like I'm living in a Salvador Dali painting. Now, that was 1979. So you can imagine like how much less weird it was then compared to now, because it was pre-cell phone and internet. We've gone bonkers. I'm sure every listener, we've gone bonkers. I don't want to get into politics, but like, it seems like the inmates are running the asylum of the world. and we're just people who like listen to music or talk about it or play music or try to get through the day without some insanity happening,
And I do want to say that you literally show up. If you got to follow Larry on because the pictures that come up and stuff, it's like, all right, come on, who's gonna be next? I noticed that you're hanging with Richie Sambora. I hope that's gonna end up in some kind of a music coming out. That would be lovely. Just saying.
Yeah, he and I grew up with the same crew of people in New Jersey, and the drummer of Bon Jovi, Tico Torres, was my drummer back in that early time of the late 70s. And a dear friend is dating him now, and we've just been hanging out. We started a song. He's people don't realize. I didn't realize how talented Richie was until we had dinner and he had a few drinks, and he just picked up the guitar, and it was like being with Beethoven or something. And his voice is really, really intact. I mean, Steven Tyler just announced retiring from singing. A lot of these guys just blew their voice up. Richie, when he blasts, the furniture in the room could be pushed against the wall. He's still got it.
Wow. So you're here tonight to talk about a very special song. Which is you and Al Jardine, who is a friend of yours. You produced the song Wish. You recreated this song it's a tribute to Brian Wilson. Is that correct?
Well, it's a tribute to the way the Beach Boys were as teenagers. Okay. Because Brian is around, and, Carl passed away. His brother Dennis passed away early on. Right. But Al was remembering that the thing that we all have, that kind of innocence of youth when we're a little, the world hasn't batted us down yet and hit us over the head again and again with things going wrong or relationships breaking up or people betraying us, whatever the thing is in life that hardens our hearts and makes us, he was just remembering that moment of innocence and sweetness. And I was thinking of my mother, Shirley, how at one point she was this second grade school teacher and missing that sweetness in her after she'd passed. And so it's really, in songwriting, the most potent emotion is longing, that ache, in Somewhere Over the Rainbow, you're aching for a better day somewhere in the future. And Yesterday by Lennon McCartney, you're aching for a past that no longer exists. And Wish has that same human consciousness to it, the same principle of we're here today, but we're really paying tribute to a part of ourselves from the past.
Wow. All right, well, let's take a quick break, Larry, and let our listeners hear Wish by Al Jardine and Larry Dvoskin.
I could see you standing there, smiling in the sun. We were both so young and in love when you gave your precious gift, a sparkling innocence. I owe you so much thanks for this. Wish I could have you back again, my very special friend. Our love will never end. Wish I could have you back again. A blackbird flew upon the breeze and stole your love away. Maybe he'll come back someday, and we will be lifted up on a silken wing. Together we can sing. Wish I could have you back again, my very special friend. Our love will never end. Wish I could have you back again. Now that you've been set free, a bloom is on the tree. Won't you come to see? Share with me a song we had left undone, that someday in the sun you will always be the only one. I wish I could have you back again, my very special friend. Our love will never end.
Hey, folks, welcome back to The Balcony Show. We are on with Larry Dvoskin. So, I mean, you know, I'm not going to ask you if you tour or anything like that. I mean, we pretty much know what you do at this point. What do you, so now I know when we were off screen, you said about AI. So tell us about your things going on with AI.
Well, you know, as a creative person, life is long. There are very few people who stay current, and I've been what's called business pivoting for many years. I was a musician first, performed, toured, then I became a songwriter producer, then I started teaching. And because I've basically survived so long and gotten to know people, I've been consulting tech companies because there are all these people who actually, you know, we hear about all the bad stories, but not the good stories.
Right.
And so through some mutual friends, I met a group of people from a company called Ambient Enterprises. And they were former Intel, IBM executives for years. And they helped create a lot of the AI that's running behind the scenes, like your toaster is spying on you and your car knows where you've driven. And they realized without legislation, you know, you can't trust companies to just do the right thing. They're going to sell your data. They're going to send you, you know, you look up like a new ballpoint pen and suddenly you're inundated with ballpoint pen ads. So they're creating a protective thing. It's like a cocoon where if I do a song or one of the indie artists that's on the Balcony Show, or even your show itself and your identity can't, if it's inside this protective thing, no one can grab your data, your content, or you set the terms. If somebody wants to use Larry Dvoskin's crazy, you know, Freddie Mercury voice on Life is Strange, I can license it and say, sure, pay me X number of dollars for 3 years and use it, like Getty Images or something that license photos. So, so I'm really passionate about it because every musician I talk to is worried, like, oh my God.
Well,
like,
yeah.
I had always stood on the ground that, you know, the grunge movement was the last musical revolution that we would ever see in our lifetimes. And,
you know,
now with the advent of AI, I have to course correct because whether we like it or not, or, you know, categorically speaking, it is going to become a thing, you know, especially with completely AI generated music as a whole. You know, I was kind of surprised. It's not that often I have to eat my own words.
Well,
you know, everything,
you know, I know that's, well, you know, I don't want to be held in a court of law with the Bible to this, but many people have said about 80,000 to 100,000 songs a day are uploaded to Spotify, but almost 700,000 songs a day are generated by AI and put up on bots. And they're trying to swat down all these companies now that just have it automated so they capture that fractional 0.000 cents per play. And people are, you know, getting rich with music that isn't music. It's just clicking the meter, so to speak, again and again.
Insane.
So it's insane. So the fact that I am able to release, you know, a song that I co-wrote and produced with Jardine, who in 1961 got with his schoolmate Brian Wilson and Carl and Mike Love and Dennis Wilson and formed the Beach Boys, and in 2024 be in consideration right now for 3 potential Grammy Awards. And I say in consideration because there's still another round where people vote. To be doing that and to be honoring someone who is a bit under-recognized in the world itself, because everybody looks to Brian and a million movies and books about Brian, but he's sitting right next to the guy. He's got a story too. And so it's for me to get that out there and that people enjoy the song, and also be working with Ambient Enterprises on AI and working to protect future creators, especially independent artists. They need the money.
Where will they be able to follow this story, Larry?
Well, they're going to be able to follow it on the Balcony Show, because I'm going to introduce the ambient people to do a show to talk about how their technology is going to help independent artists. And I'm going to make that introduction because I've been in a room with a lot of smart people. These people it's like sitting at dinner with Einstein and Freud and Stephen Hawking. They're so smart. They're so smart.
That's insane. I bet the stories. You're writing when's the other book coming out? You said the
other book. Yes, the other book is one of the downsides of doing what you love is that if you love everything, you don't get around to certain things that are more important. As I mentioned in the beginning, when you were mentioning Larry's a songwriter, an entrepreneur, he's a chef, he invented, brought fire to man, all of this stuff. I do have a memoir, Life is Larry, and it was really after so many people when I would go to, backstage somewhere, I go to a tech conference with all these future scientists, and they wouldn't want to hear about AI changing the world and protecting. They want to hear like, what's Freddie Mercury really like when you were touring with him? Or, tell us about Andy Warhol when you were a kid at Studio 54. And so I wrote these stories, and there is a tremendous hunger for knowing about history from all different sides. And I lived a little part of it. And I'm just, before I get too old and forget everything and wonder where, where the buffet is, where the senior buffet is at 4 p.m.
Get out of here. That's just not going to happen.
Where's the buffet?
Where's the lobsters? Where's that?
So,
free the
exactly.
lobsters.
Do you know people? I will tell you that people bring me lobsters. Like I have I should send you a picture. I have a golden lobster, like a little statue on my table, and the super of my building gave it to me. And I'm like, this is what you think of me. Like,
well, no, everybody knows you love lobsters. So, you know what I mean? And after the story,
I really do.
Where we were talking about the Titanic lobsters.
Yeah. There's a good and a bad in every event. For the Titanic sinking, the lobsters were very happy.
This is true.
See?
You
never know. So,
yes. Yeah.
I want to always say thank you so much for spending some time with us here on the show. And I really, really can't wait for your new book to come out. So get on it for me.
Yes. Yes, for her. And Larry Dvoskin, D like David, V like Victor, OS as Sam K. I'm the only one online. And you'll find fun and weird stuff, including the balcony show and some big press mention in the very near future.
I do want
to
say one thing though, and I wanted to ask your opinion on this because this is something that I'm running into with our show, along with the AI, which I think would be incredible if they were able to capsize some of this stuff so that to push it out of the way. I think I'm finding with doing this show now, we're going on 8 years, there is a wall of noise that it's a very, very difficult to get through. If you're a listener and wanting to hear independent music and hear good independent music, there's this massive wall of noise because everybody's allowed to upload whatever junk it is that they're creating. And believe me, I know that there's a lot of junk out there.
Oh, yeah.
How does that change, Larry? How can we, I know our platform helps because that's what we do. You know what I mean? I sift through the noise and look for some really good stuff for you and our listeners.
Yeah, of course.
But I think in the future, that's, with AI added to that. Now you're saying another 700 and 800 that's a lot of songs. That's a lot of noise. That's a lot of noise.
I just did an article about the creator economy because forget even Spotify or the noise, like with 1 billion people that have cell phones that can record songs in an instant, that have cameras with video, headline television type quality. Everybody says they're an influencer and a creator. And I really see it moving toward what I call the community economy, like the relationship economy. And so I would share it with people who are getting out there and how you get out there. if you look at history, lightning strikes because a whole group of people together are doing something and supporting each other, whether it's the 1500s in Florence, Italy, when the Renaissance happened, or it was the 1960s when it was in Laurel Canyon, and suddenly one day Jim Morrison showed up, and then the next Brian Wilson, and then suddenly Joni Mitchell was there, and
Right.
Jackson Browne was there. Get with other musicians, get with other people. And if you don't find a community because you live in Tulsa, start one. Start a dinner. Like we were right in the middle of Hollywood. And I thought, rather than go chasing people on Sunset Boulevard, we're going to have a once a month dinner. And you all are invited when you're in LA. Just please find me and say, what about that dinner? We're holding the old-fashioned salon like artists used to have, where they talk about big ideas. They share their art. They share their dream. Other people say, hey, I know a ghostwriter for you, or hey, I have a friend at this radio station that will play it. Get with other people, because I think everything works in opposite and equal reactions. So as we're getting more AI, more digital, taxis are driving themselves. People want feeling. They want connection. They want to be moved. They want to be touched. And I think that that's the secret. And I also think, again, do your music for you, and know that, like the song Wish that's now with Jardine, we started writing it 30 years ago. Great art has no time or date stamp on it. So don't chase the trend. Be true to yourself, and try to post online. Try to post reels, because I'll give you an example. I posted Billy Joel, who's a friend, and his band has been playing for, I've been working with the band that plays with Billy for decades from New York, and I posted a video of Piano Man. Half of the people who saw it were not followers of mine on social media. They were just other people. So I will give a technical thing of just saying reels are much better than a picture or a post.
We've been saying that
tweet.
we've been saying that on the show here.
Yeah.
Bo's been
50% of the people who saw a 15-second clip of Piano Man with the lights on and everyone singing, got half of the viewers were not my followers or fans.
Well,
so do that.
Go. So we're going to end things, and I think this is it. This is a great song, again, Larry, and I think it sums up really well. Live it all.
Thank you.
So we're going to take a listen, and with that, I'm going to have to say goodnight to you. It's always a pleasure, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Buenos noches, todas las personas. Buona notte, gute Nacht, and good night to all, and to all a very good time in the future.
So everybody take a listen to Live It All by Larry Dvoskin, and go and get the book. Do what you love, songwriting. I guarantee you're going to love the read. And we'll be right back with the rest of the show.
Got to live by my own rules. I got to fall, but falling's the ignorance of fools. I got to feel with all my soul when love comes to call. I got to to strive in a whole world of things I'm not, and I've learned to fight to hold on to the things that I got. I got the sun streaming through branches that will fall. I got to live to live
on today's Mad Cats Mad Tracks, we have the song Why Bother by Jenni Orlopp. I agree. Why bother? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Turn it up, give it a listen. Here we go. Show, where we showcase new singles from returning guests. And your host is Donna freaking Gallucci. Oh, Donna freaking Gallucci.
Who knew? Who knew? All you out there know.
The girl from around the way.
What way?
What way?
We don't know which way, but it's a way.
It's a way. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Spotlight. And tonight we have Christian Love with the new song Star.
I love this song.
It's a great song. Great song. Christian is an indie pop rock singer, and he's also the son of Beach Boys founding member Mike Love.
See how we did that? They're all intertwined.
Yeah, the whole show is all intertwined. It's very cool. And, you know, Christian was on our show not too long ago, and he was talking about touring with the Beach Boys. So that's a real cool fact for our listeners, that he was touring with the Beach Boys this past summer, and he was even doing one of his own songs during their set, which is really cool.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. The song that we had on our show was Some Summer.
Yeah, there was also something else that came up with him too. They're for Some Summer. Which one video is up for a Grammy?
Oh, I don't know.
There's one of his.
Is it Some Summer? Because that was pretty big.
Isn't that the one that John? Is that the one
That's
John
the one
Stamos?
that.
Yep,
yeah,
that's
pretty
up
sure.
for a Grammy.
The one that John Stamos directed.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
very cool.
It made it up to the third round, so we'll see.
Yeah, very exciting news for Christian. And this new song of his, Star, we're featuring here today. It's a power ballad. It's a love song. And it's also that's going to be the title track on Christian's forthcoming LP. So that's really cool. We're not sure when that will be coming out, but we'll be looking forward to that. It features Christian as a vocalist as well as a guitarist, and it's available on all streaming platforms for everyone to enjoy.
Yeah,
I know
you
guys are going to love
It's
it.
really good.
So download the song and give it a listen here tonight. So here we go with Christian Love and his new song, Star.
Baby, you and I have been holding on to time, and there's a photograph. Love is hard to do. I keep holding on to you. You know you make me laugh. 'Cause there's a beauty in your eyes, and I've been thinking about your smile, and what it means to me. 'Cause there's a star that's falling. We can find our calling. We can start today, say the things we need to say, 'cause I need you now. I've been losing hope. We get caught up in the highs and all the lows, but our feelings, they still grow. 'Cause there's beauty in your eyes, and I've been mesmerized, and I've been thinking about your smile, and what it means to me. 'Cause there's a star that's falling. We can find our calling. We could start today, say the things we need to say, 'cause I need you now. 'Cause there's a star that's falling. We can find our calling. We could start today, say the things we need to say, 'cause I need you now. Cause there's a star that's falling, and we can find our calling. We could start today, say the things we need to say. We can start today, say the things we need to say. 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 Say the things we need to say.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for listening to The Balcony Show, your number one source for independent music. We are cutting through the noise. Anyways, I'd like to remind everybody that if you'd like to get on the show, we are running a Reverb Nation campaign. It is in full swing now. So go to reverbnation.com and put your submissions in, and we will listen. Right, Donna?
Yes, we will.
listen. And
Send us your music.
hopefully, you too can be a part of this amazing show. Right, Madcat?
Yes, yes. Amazing.
But anyways, we're going to end things tonight with a song from the returning alien.
I'm back.
Mike Roy.
After weeks of extensive probing,
We didn't know where he was.
I think he looks a little happy about the probing. Just saying. Anyways, So that's why you're golden. See, get it?
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I see what you did there. So the name of the song is Golden by Roi and the Secret People. Take a listen. Another one you're going to want to download. Thanks for tuning in to the Balcony Show. We'll catch you next time.
Slow gin. Time along the shore, there's nothing more than cities aching from the hail. Tonight a breeze rolls off that sea, it's telling me let's go out to it again. Oh yeah. Good morning. I think today's gonna be just fine. In more ways than one, I'm done, so good night. Just let it go down, I'm done and gone. Tell me what it's like, I'm better life than the one I'm in. We're not so different, take a look. We both bleed red while living with sin.